Satsankalpa.
What is the meaning in blessing a human being to be a human being at all? Ultimately, Manur Bhava means be a good human being. Then what is the meaning in blessing a human being to be a human being at all? Do we ever bless or wish a tiger to be a tiger? No. A tiger is already a complete tiger. No nurturing, no teaching, no training is required. But is this the case with a human being? No. Every child born on this earth must be properly nurtured and given proper samskaras to transform into a complete man. Am I right? This understanding is fundamental to our Sanatana Dharma. A newborn child is a possibility to become a true human being if and only if he is provided with the right samskaras. Otherwise, he can go to any low, like an animal or a beast or even devilish. This mantras of Veda are teaching us to be better. They are asking us to be better. One more such example is Samananam Uttama Shloko Bhava. Be the best among equals. To transform an individual into a better human being, the essential ingredient is dharma. That is the ultimate messages of Sanatana Dharma to the world. Without having dharma in life, however great a person becomes, he becomes selfish and harmful to the society and others at large. So this is the greatness of Sanatana Dharma. Dharma is the essential ingredient that keeps a man a man, a human being, true human being. Now, to explain the model of how to follow Dharma in one's own life, came Ramayana Mahakavya. Ramayana is Veda Samam. Vedaha Prachetasadasit Sakshat Ramayanatmana. So Ramayana is Vedam. So again, Vedam says, what is it telling us? How did Ramayana begin? Maharshi Valmiki had a question in his mind. Is there a great human being now who is complete and perfect in all aspects? This is the question. At that evening, while he was in his he got this question in his mind. And in fact, he explains what are those qualities that define a complete human being also. I'm quoting it from Ramayana. He says, these are the qualities of a good human being. Konvasmin sampratan loke gunavan kasya viryavan dharmajnasya krutajnasya satyavakyo dhrudafrataha charitrena chako yuktaha sarvabhuteshu kohitaha vidwan kaha kasamarthasya kasyaika priyadarshanaha atmavan ko jitakrotho jyutiman ko nasuyakaha kasya bibhyati devascha jataroshasya samyuge. Here he is mentioning 16 great qualities which define a human being. See how Ramayana is proposing a personality. So Maharshi Valmiki was thinking. Then comes sage Narada and answers his question. Yes, that there lives a king called Sri Ramachandra who has a total set of 64 qualities. You are asking only 16 great qualities, but that Sri Ramachandra is an embodiment of 64 virtuous qualities, and asks Maharshi Valmiki to write his life history to enlighten the mankind. Came into existence the epic Ramayana. Sanatana Dharma wants us to be like Sri Rama, as he is the ideal he to the mankind at large. That's why it is said that you want to be a good son, be like Sri Rama. If you want to be a good husband, be like Rama. If you want to be a good friend, be like Rama. And if you want to be a good enemy to someone, be like Rama. So, what is the message here for every Hindu? Cultivate, practice, and own all those good human qualities in this life. Did we hear this message? So, Sanatana Dharma Vedas ask us to get better, transform ourselves into a better personality. It is the reason why I am telling Sanatana Dharma looks at every newborn child as a great possibility to become a divine soul and helps provide right inputs needed for this transformation. This, my dear friends, Sanatana Dharma is just not a theory, not a bunch of beliefs and ideas, but a complete program or course of action to transform one into a divine soul. It is the reason why there are so many mandatory rituals to do to bring this transformation in one's own self. From Jata Karma Samskara to Anchesti Samskara, every ritual is a scientific and every ritual is aimed at bringing this transformation in the journey of a jiva. After Ramayana, Treta Yuga passed by, and slowly erosion in dharmic values is seen around. Then, by the end of Dwapara Yuga, came Mahabharata. No, it took more than 1 lakh slokas, 100,000 slokas, to explain the concept of dharma in our lives. That was the Herculean task took up by Jagadguru Vedavyasa. He has explained it in 100,000 slokas, very exhaustive, very detailed. And Paramatma himself has to come down as Jagadguru, has to necessarily be a part of the whole story. And he gave us an instruction manual for human life, Bhagavad Gita. It is all about principles of life which are relevant even today. It is all about dharma and its application in every chapter of Mahabharata. Every action of every character is subjected to this test of dharma. If you see Mahabharata, you will accept this. Every action of every character is subjected to this test of dharma. And at the end, in the Mahabharata war, all who stood on the side of dharma wins, and those who neglect dharma are punished. And remember, Mahabharata is called Panchama Veda. Ramayana is Veda, Mahabharata is Veda. It is a conclusive evidence that Sanatana Dharma, which is based on Vedas, always give prime importance to adherence to Dharma in one's own life. This is the conclusion. Am I wrong in doing it? Now, after Dwapara Yuga came Kali Yuga. which is known for the chaos in every aspect. All social systems collapsed. Dharma pervades all walks of life. Varnashrama dharma's vyavastha has gone. Men become physically and mentally weak to pursue any sadhana. Excuse me. In such a chaotic situation, the one and only solution left over for all sadhakas is to pray the divine, pray Ishvara for a guru. Because we need help, because we need hand holding, because we need one-to-one support system, we need a guru. We need a guru on whom we can completely rely. Seek his support not only in spiritual aspects, but also in situations relating to the mundane world. Such is the need for a guru in today's world. The chaos of the Kali Yuga can only face it with this support of your guru. Now what to do? How to get a guru? Simple. The first step is to ask for a guru. Ask Ishvara to show you a guru. You can even ask Ishvara to be your guru. Sivaya Gurave Namaha. This is the mantra. Ask him fervently to show you a guru. And my dear friends, your call is answered sooner than expected, for sure, without any delay. This is the promise by Ishvara. Let there be no doubt about this, says all the promise. The secret lies in your prayer. If you genuinely feel the need to have a helping hand, a support system to come out of this worldly nonsense, ask him to send you a guru. Pray Ishvara to send you a guru. My dear friends, in this Kali Yuga, having a guru is the ultimate refuge. Those who are lucky will get a guru. Because it is not easy to accept another human being as guru. So many doubts, so many questions linger in our mind. You have to surrender your ego to him. How difficult it is. Your own logic works against you in that situation. It is not easy to accept a person as a guru. Very difficult, very difficult. The important point here is it necessary for a guru to have a physical form to help you? This is also an important point to know. Is it necessary for a guru to have a physical form, a bodily form to help you? No. It is more easy for him to help you without the limitations of a form and body. But how to believe this? You will definitely ask me that. How to believe this? So from here, now onwards, you don't have to believe my words. You are at liberty to accept or deny. But listen to me carefully before denying it. Sanathana Dharma wants every one of us to become sadhakas, who does some spiritual sadhana regularly. Okay? We all must do some sadhana or the other in this life. This is a precious opportunity for us. With the human, this Manava Janma is an opportunity. You know all that. So Sanatana Dharma is expecting us to be sadhakas. Do some sadhana or the other in this life. Don't leave it. Don't waste it. Spiritual sadhana is not an easy path. Shastras say that one must have sadhana chatushtayam to become a good sadhaka. You must have heard this. One must have sadhana chatushtayam. Sadhana chatushtayam means nitya nitya vastu vivekam. That is the ability to distinguish between the real from the transient. Second one is vairagya, unpleasure of this world and urdhvalokas. You must have that vairagya. Third one is Shadguna Sampatti. There are 6 important gunas. Sama, control of mind. Dama, control of the senses. Uparati, withdrawal from unnecessary actions. Inner calmness. Titiksha, endurance of pleasure and pain. Shraddha, faith in the teachings of the scriptures and the Guru. Samadhana, one-pointed concentration of the mind on the goal. These are 6 Shadguna Sampatti. It is an essential ingredient of sadhana. This is the third set. And the fourth one is Mumukshatva, intense desire for liberation. Please now tell me, how easy or how difficult is this path of sadhana? Honestly, can we ever start doing a sadhana in this life? Therefore, in Kali Yuga, the need for Guru is obvious. Knowing our weaknesses, our own inabilities, we shall turn to Ishvara and pray for his help. My dear friends, this path is called Sharanagati. Srimad Bhagavatam explains this very well. It came only to explain this concept, Sharanagati. From Gatilendra Moksham to Dhruvapakyanam to Prahlada Charitra, all explains this secret only to us in Kali Yuga. My Guru, Satguru Sri Sivananda Murty Garu, explains very well about this. He has given a wonderful commentary on this. He calls this path as Tadadhina Vritti, keeping all choices at his feet. Ask Ishvara to come as Guru to help you to swim across this samsara and finally attain Sadgati. Tadadhina Vritti is the idea. If you think you genuinely need a support and guidance in your life, first write down your need and your argument. My Guru says this. Why and how you need a support system. Be a lawyer and present your case, and then be a judge and evaluate the argument. Promote with an argument to convince Ishvara that you really need a Guru to depend on. Swami, I am helpless. Help me. Send me a Guru. Sit before your God, whoever he is Shiva, Vishnu, Shakti, Subramanya, Ganapati, whoever he is. Start applying to him. Keep on doing it. Ishvara will listen to you. Ishvara will respond. How do I know? My Guru told me this. So for me, it is the gospel truth. This is my deepest conviction. My Guru says this. Ishvara will not look for the quality of your argument, says my Guru. Ishvara will not look for the quality of your argument. He only looks for the genuinity. He may test your patience, but will surely respond, says Satguru Sivananda Murty. I know. Now comes so many questions. How do I know that my call is answered? How can I recognize my Guru? How can I check whether he is genuine or not? How do I judge a person as Guru? See, already 10 questions. Few more will come. All these questions will come, right? But friends, remember, there is Ishvara within you. who is Sakshi to all your karmas. Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunasya. He is there inside you, you and me. Start a dialogue with him. Friends, I am telling whatever my Guru told me. Nothing Swakapolo Kalpitam is not there. Start a dialogue with him. Ask him every question. He is there within you. Ask him to convince you. This is the point. Ask him to convince you. After all, he is Mata, Pita, Bandhu. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva. Tvameva Vidya Dravidan Tvameva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. So you do not have to rely on any external source. This is the secret. He will answer. No doubt about it. Now, once you get Guru, stop seeking his guidance at every stage of your life. Guru is an embodiment of compassion and grace. He is your friend, philosopher, and guide. We used to say this in the mundane world, right? So Guru is your friend, philosopher, and guide. The best way is to leave it to the Guru. No Guru would ask you to surrender. You must do it on your own. Surrender is advisable because it is the safest. He sees to that you sail safe on the path of salvation. When you surrender, onus is on him, on your Guru to guide you. Remember, Guru can take complete charge of your life. In our Shastras, with a degree of exaggeration, it is said, if God is angry with you, your Guru can save you. But your Guru is angry with you, even God cannot save you. Such is the competence of Guru. Of course, Guru will never get angry with you. If Guru and Govinda appears before you at the same time, to whom do you bow down first? An interesting question. This is beautifully said by Sant Kabir. He says, Guru Govind domu khade kake lagu paye, Balihari Guru apne Govind diyo bataye. Meaning, when Guru and Govind stand before you, before me together, whom should I bow first? That's what the meaning of that sloka. I bow to my Guru first, because it is the Guru who showed me the Govind. Interestingly, in our Dharma, you are allowed to test your Guru till you get the complete belief in him. You can test him. But friends, there is a word of caution. Remember, by trying to test him, you are playing with the fire. Be cautious. One must be very cautious. But you have that right. As long as your demand for a Guru is genuine. As long as your seeking is genuine, you can definitely try that. For a genuine seeker, to provide him with enough ground to stand on, Guru accepts for such tests. You want an example, real life incident? I am telling you. Here is a real life incident from Vivekananda's life. Swami Vivekananda never accepted anything merely on faith. You all know that. Even when it came from his own Guru, that is his nature. He believed that truth must withstand testing. That is his thinking. Once, Sri Ramakrishna Parahamsa was speaking to his disciples about money. That was some context in that he was telling, saying that it was a dangerous force. Even a small amount, he warned, could subtly influence the mind and bind one to worldly consciousness. That was the topic he was talking. For a spiritual aspirant, he said, money must be kept far away. That was the context in which the argument he was putting forward. He was preaching to his disciples. That right. Vivekananda decided to test this statement, not out of doubt, but out of a burning desire to know the truth behind his Guru's words. Quietly and without anybody's knowledge, he slipped a few coins under the pillow of Sri Ramakrishna's bed. When Sri Ramakrishna came and lay down to sleep, something extraordinary happened. The moment his head touched the pillow, he suddenly sprang up, explaining that he felt a burning sensation on his neck and head. He searched beneath the pillow and there lay coins. Immediately he picked them up, threw them away from the room, and only then returned to bed and slept peacefully. Vivekananda, who had been silently observing the entire episode, was deeply shaken. At that moment, his intellectual questioning gave way to profound reverence. He realized that his Guru's words were not philosophy, not moral preaching, but lived truth. Sri Ramakrishna's mind was so pure that even the physical proximity of money caused him real discomfort. From that day on, Vivekananda's faith in his Guru was no longer borrowed, it was earned through experience. The Guru has not become a Guru in this life. Gentlemen, please remember this statement. Guru has not become a Guru in this life. He has come as a Guru. We must understand this. He has not become a Guru in this birth. He has come as a Guru. That is the basic fact. That is the reason why Shastras say clearly, Yasya deve para bhaktihi yadha deve tatha guru. You must treat both on par. Ishvaro Guru Atmeti Murty Veda Vibhagine Vyamovat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Shastravakya says you need not differentiate between God and Guru. They have equal competence. Interestingly, it is said that the Guru is the one who pushes you from outside and pulls you from inside. Meaning, the whole direction and coordinates of your life will change. Satguru Sivananda Garu said this. Your direction will change and your inward journey starts at the discretion of your Guru. I just tell you one more interesting story which you might be knowing already, but this explains well the role of a Guru in the Sanathana Dharma. We all know the famous incident from Jagadguru Adi Shankara's life. When Adi Shankaracharya was living at Sringeri, he had many disciples. Among them was a disciple named Giri. Giri was not known for his great scholarship like Sureshwaracharya and Padapadmacharya, and he did not have an instant realization like Hastamalaka. You know the story of Hastamalaka, and nothing of that kind was there with Giri. But Giri had one rare quality, deep humility and selfless devotion to his Guru. He always takes great joy in serving his Acharya. He looked after his daily needs, cleaned his clothes, and attended to his comforts with love and care. He never complained and never tried to show his knowledge. Because of this, the other disciples thought that Giri was not very intelligent. That was their opinion. Even Padmapadacharya, a great scholar himself, shared this misunderstanding. One day, Giri had gone to the river to wash Acharya's clothes. When it was time for Shankara to begin his teaching class that day, he waited for Giri to return. The other disciples became impatient. Padmapada then said, "Why should we wait for someone who is no better than a ball? No better than a wall. Wall. Adi Shankara did not like this comment, did not like this remark. He knew the purity of Giri's heart and wanted to teach a lesson. By a single act of grace, through a mere thought, Shankara blessed Giri with complete knowledge of scriptures. When Giri returned from the river, something remarkable had happened. He was filled with divine joy and spiritual wisdom. Overwhelmed with gratitude, he spontaneously sang 8 beautiful verses of his Guru. These verses were composed in a special rhythm meter called Totaka meter, Totaka Chandas. From that day onwards, Giri came to be known as Totakacharya, and his verses became famous as Totakastakam. In our tradition, that is the greatness of Guru, my dear friends. He can do anything with the blink of an eye. See, we often speak of values in life: gold, gems, power, knowledge. Yet the scriptures quietly ask you a deeper question. Just listen to this point. What is truly the greatest on earth? There is a story told in Halls of Wisdom. Once in a Vidvat Sabha, assembly of scholars gathered, learned men, masters of Shastra and logic, they began to debate. What is the greatest entity ever created? One said silver, another said gold, another declared precious gems and diamonds. Each answer had its logic and its brilliance. Then one Pandit, one Acharya rose and said, the greatest creation is Parashuvedi, the touchstone. With a mere touch, it transforms a base metal into gold. The assembly agreed. After all, what could be the greater than something that creates gold effortlessly? At that moment, a quiet voice arose from the back of the hall. My Guru is greater. My Guru is greater. The scholars turned and asked, can your Guru turn iron into gold? The disciple smiled, not with pride, but with clarity and humility, and replied, no, my Guru does not turn iron into gold. He said, because Parashuvedi can only transform objects, it can turn iron into gold, but it can never turn iron into Parashuvedi itself. And then came the truth that silenced the Sabha. My Guru transforms a human being into another Guru. He creates not gold but wisdom, not wealth but freedom, not followers but torchbearers of truth. Certainly gold enriches hand, Parashuvedi enriches the world, but the Guru liberates the soul. A Guru does not add something to you, he removes what you are not. My dear friends, by Shiva's own command, there is nothing greater than the Guru. Because through the Guru alone, the formless truth becomes reachable. Let us remember, the Guru does not promise comfort, clarity, not pleasure, but purpose, not dependency, but freedom. I can keep on talking like this for hours together about the Krupa and grace of Guruji. When we understand that we are alone in this life journey, it is only His grace that will lead us forward. My dear friends, you all in this Satsankalpa group are fortunate. You have a friend, philosopher, and guide with you, beloved Sridharji. In a way, he is your Guru too. It is my wish and my blessing to all of you that may you all enjoy the grace of Guru always. Naguroradhikam, 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 Sivasasanata, Sivasasanata, Sivasasanata. So, friends, thank you very much for this great opportunity. And now I remain.